What is that?
Well, for all your fans, welcome to the latest installment of Where Does the Money Go? So when we bought this boat, we had a certain list of things that we knew we'd have to get done before we went off in the Caribbean or whatever. And this was totally not on the list because we had a windlass and it worked. However, I went to try to do maintenance on the windlass and realized the whole top half was seized up. It was a Lofrans windlass, just like the one that we have here, except for it was an older model. It was 2002 and it was aluminum, and the capstan and the aluminum capstan and the gypsy and stainless steel shaft and all the inner parts were just so corroded you couldn't do anything with it, and they didn't make replacement parts. So I called the people at Lofrans and they convinced me it's better to just get a newer model that is chrome plated silicone bronze, and it wasn't cheap.
Of course not.
But it feels stout. Of course, the one we took out felt pretty heavy too, so we're gonna open it up and see what we got. And then I guess tomorrow will be the big install. There's your templates.
There is a deck template 1x1.
And they told me that it had the same footprint, that I wouldn't have to drill any new holes from the old one. And now I'm looking at this, and that totally does not look like the same footprint.
Oh no.
But we'll give it the benefit of the doubt and give it a try. Oh, well, this one's different. So there's different templates. But this one kind of looks like it would be about the same.
So this picture is the same diagram, but not.
Well, I think this looks like what's so right. Maybe they put the same all the drawings for all their different windlasses. So I guess we'll have to figure that out. This is our neoprene gasket that they said. Oh, we get a new winch handle, huh? So there's that.
Oh, there's a lot.
Looks like we got some electrical thing. Oh, this is the push button that you do with your feet. So there should be two of them. Got an up and a down. But I don't think we're going to install these. But you never know, maybe we'll change our mind. I'm hoping it works with our little hand controller, remote control that we already got.
Oh, I thought there's something in there.
I'm going to hold on to the packaging until I know we're good. Alright. 12 volt, 1000 watt. That's accurate, what we wanted. Not sure why that doesn't want to come out.
Oh, you force it. There's a way to open it.
Alright, hopefully my old one will work and I can save this as a spare or something, which is kind of the way they explained it to me over the phone. Hopefully I don't have to run any new wiring. It's already put together in the box.
Oh, that's nice. It's not a puzzle anymore.
Yeah, well, we gotta take it apart to install it. So this part comes off, and it looks like this looks really familiar. Like they haven't, doesn't look like they updated the electric motor very much. So we have the old one, we can compare it. But this one I went for the low profile. It doesn't have the big capstan on top. But this Gypsy can handle chain or rope. So you have this for the, I think it's 5/16 chain, and then you got these little grippers down here for your 5/8 rope, I think. Alright, hopefully. I guess I gotta take this whole thing down there. And this is something different. The old one just had the motor hanging in there, but it didn't have this little cover. We'll see if we even have enough room to put this on, but if we do, it'd probably be good to put it on. And I don't see a manual. Maybe that's what this...
I'm sure it's online thing.
This QR thing is used for. Yeah, this is the manual on the QR code. Alright, so this is the 24-year-old Lofrans electric motor. This is the brand new one. They look a lot similar, but I don't have a way to weigh it, but I feel like the new one is a lot lighter. This base plate is a lot bigger, and it looks like they got a lot more options for bolting it. If you look down in here, they got like bronze bushings or brass bushings, and maybe that is too, but it's just old and corroded. They also have these, which is probably for the foot connections, I would imagine. Or no, it looks like it just goes straight through this plate. So it's probably a way to run your wires and keep them tidy, I guess. So your wires would come here, and one of these would be the ground, the negative, and one of these would be up and one of these would be down. So far so good. Now I'm going to take the Gypsy, I'm going to pop it through the deck, and hopefully the holes that are already there from this one will just pop right in there, and we don't have to drill any new holes in the deck or do any fiberglass work. Too easy, right? That's what I thought. I don't know, maybe I have to drill the holes out a little bit. The holes are in the right place, but it seems pretty tight. I don't know. It might go.
It goes. Yeah.
I don't want to
snug it.
Yeah, I mean, whenever I snug the bolts down from underneath, and then
You just have to point it.
the new one has this cover that comes out, and the old one didn't have that. So it has a thing built into the fiberglass here, so I don't really need this. But I think I'll bolt it down and then trim off the excess, and hopefully this cover will still come down. Otherwise I'll have to take this cover off. And it looks nice right now, so hopefully I don't have to do that. But I don't want to rubber mallet this thing because it's all pretty right now. Maybe I should, of course now it's already in there. Maybe I should drill those holes a little bit bigger. Or just clamp it down. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see if this thing closes. Yeah, it's still got to go down like a half inch, so.
Oh no.
What?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not
but
really close, huh?
yeah, this is closed, but this is going to drop down another half inch, so it'll give us more clearance.
Oh, okay.
Let's go look at it from underneath. Hopefully the boat holes ain't cattywampus in there. There's a difference between the old one and the new one that is not the same footprint. So the center hole that accommodates this drive shaft on the old one did not have this housing down here. Which is, I don't know, I gotta get on the diagram and see what it is, but it looks like it's, I don't know, 2.5 inch hole maybe. And the old one, we're talking about 1 3/4. So the center hole is what needs to be drilled bigger. These mounting bolts seem to be okay. But it took me a few times going in and out to realize that that wasn't right. I guess I should have looked at the template first, but just the pattern looked okay. So now I got to figure out how to make a 1 3/4 inch hole to a 2.5 inch hole. Somehow transfer the very center of this hole and put a piece of plywood on top so that I have something to drill with a hole saw and go all the way through. Sound easy?
You have a whole day.
Shit. That's down, right? Yep. And this is up. Alright, so you push the buttons and I'll go downstairs and make sure nothing.
Okay, up now. Huh? Everything looks okay.
Ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum bum bum bum